Jordan Canuho.
Here.
George Gardapi here. Carol Chapman.
Here.
Cynthia Butler.
Here.
Donna Hare.
Here.
Gene Evans.
Here.
Tammy Kimball.
Here.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Secretary. It sounds like all hands are on deck here. And so we do have a quorum. And the first item on our agenda this evening is to approve the agenda. And I believe that we have an agenda with a couple new items added to it. Mr. Secretary, are you able to navigate through the new agenda for us? I'm not, you're on mute, sir.
No, mute.
Okay, now can you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Yeah, under number 4, new business, the approval resolution number 2160, we need to label that number 1. And then number 2, approval of PBC committee appointments. A, governing documents, and B, COVID committee. Those are the changes.
Thank you so much, sir. Folks, are there any other additions to this agenda as amended? Hearing none, may I have a motion to approve, please, as amended?
I'll make that motion. This is Jordan.
I'll second.
Thank you, Vice President, and I have Dr. Evans with the second. So, excellent. Well, let us turn into our new business, and the first item up is approval of resolution.
Got to call for the vote, President.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Call for the vote, please, sir.
Jordan Canuho.
Yes.
George Gardapi, yes. Carol Chapman.
Yes.
Cynthia Butler.
Yes.
Donna Hare.
Uh-huh.
Gene Evans.
Yes.
Tammy Kimball.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, council. Motion carries. So turning to new business, the first item up is approval of resolution 21-60, Pawnee Nation College Broadband Grant Submittal. And I believe that we have with us President Burgess, and I thought I saw a note that you were having some technical difficulties, sir, but regardless, welcome. You are welcome here anytime. And if you're able to present on this resolution, the floor is yours, sir. I'm not hearing President Burgess. We have two PBC board members who are present, and someone
Hello?
is. Okay. Welcome,
Michael
Mr. President.
Burgess.
Is now
Yes.
joining.
Okay, was there a specific question? Thank you. I'm calling in by phone as I see you all on the computer. I'm not sure what's going on.
Excellent. Well,
So-
I will take you any way we can get you, Mr. President.
Hey. Okay.
And you're very welcome, and I'm glad to hear your voice. And so we are gathered here this evening to basically approve this Pawnee Nation College Broadband Grant Submittal. And so I'd like to turn the floor over to you, if I may, to present on us. What's this all about, sir?
This application, and should it be funded, will assist the college to establish connectivity on our staff and our students And some of the areas that it will fund will be for individuals who need computers. It's going to help us establish a computer training class with a IT director. It will also help us establish our library, not just a digital library, but it's going to help us to incorporate all of our students and community members to be networked to library research. Recently had a meeting at Oklahoma State with agriculture, and that was one of the issues we talked about was research for our students. So we're really pushing research capabilities on our 2-year college students. It also allows students to be connected to Nebraska Indian Community College from home. And NICC is now petitioned to become a bachelor's awarding institution. So the Higher Learning Commission representatives will be on our campus somewhere between September 15th and October 15th to view our classes. They want to make sure we're live, we have students in the classroom, and we're conducting classes like we should be. It is something the college went through when it had its first PIF meeting in 2010. So all of this connectivity, in fact, will allow us to work with the Tribal Education Division because we've incorporated more computers for the Youth Learning Center that Susie and program are going for. So we're hoping to connect with them. We get the grant. We'll help them set up the computers and get them networked. And that helps us to reach out to high school students who want to do what's called concurrent enrollment. High school students who are eligible to take collegial courses at a certain grade level, or should they pass an ACT test at a minimum score, they can enroll in college courses with us through the high school or at the Youth Learning Center if they want to. And so there's a lot of opportunities for us with this grant, and that we can really reach out to community people who don't have to be a student if they want to participate in certificate courses. And so we have a network with Oklahoma State now that is going to start helping train our people in certifications for food safety and handling and inspectors certifications for jobs. So that's another workforce development area that this program will really help us with the non-collegial student who's going for a workforce training. I hope
Wow.
that's a large nutshell I gave you. That's
Yes,
the general gist of it.
It all sounds very awesome. Quick question, and I commend you for pursuing this opportunity on behalf of the college. Very timely, I think, and it comes at a time when the Pawnee Nation is investigating into broadband as well. Could you tell me, President Burgess, has this gone through been presented to our planning committee? Pawnee Nation Planning Committee also is a proposal review committee, and most of the grant proposals that we approve at this level emanate or come to us from the planning committee. And so I'm wondering if you've touched that base on this.
No, I did not, because on the realm of technicalities, the college is not under tribal administration. Okay. So I'm not aware that I had to go through planning committee.
Okay. Well, I think that just as a note, it's just sort of an extra step whenever if our name is on a grant or we're called upon to approve a grant, that's normally what we do. Just FYI in the future. Other than that, Council, do you have any questions for President Burgess, please? Floor is yours, Council. I guess I will ask. Oh, I see Sammy Kimball, Councilwoman Kimball. The floor is yours.
Hi, thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Mike, I was just wanting to know if perhaps you could send me over, and perhaps Vice President Canujo over, the planning and the documents. We just want to stay in alignment with our efforts as IT committee members and chairs, that we're cognizant of the efforts that the college is making, as it kind of is in parallel with our efforts as well for the nation. So I think that it would be something that we would be interested in looking at anyways, and to ensure that our IT department is aware of what's going on, only for knowledge. We don't want to be a stopgap. We just want to make sure that we are aware of what's happening within our reserve. That would be all, and I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, I have the preliminary, a draft of the budget, a draft of the whole proposal that I can get to you tomorrow.
Yeah, we would just like to know, exactly what's going on. Not necessarily the budget, but really what you intend to do, and how that's going to align with our efforts here on this end, so that we're just cognizant of what's going on at the nation. That would be all. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Sure, I can
Great,
get it to you.
great. And I'm really encouraged and happy to hear that we're going to have an audience with, different classes and such, just to dial in and do some learning as well. Pretty awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Correct. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman.
Of course.
Would just, and I would just add that, gosh, we have an awful lot of silos on our little campus, and it's always nice to see explore ways that we can collaborate and not duplicate efforts. And so if you could share that with our IT committee, planning committee, led by Sammy and Vice President, that would be great. Folks, are there any other questions here? I understand, and I would just also add that I understand that the college is not competing with the Pawnee Nation. As I mentioned earlier, we have some initiatives in the hopper as well, funding hopper, and are working with some broadband experts to assist our IT and communications committee.
Yes, it will not compete.
That's what I understand. So, Council, any other questions of President Burgess?
I would just like to say, President Burgess, how just the fantastic work that you've done at the college. I think there is so much promise that comes from the college. It's provided by the college, but at the same time, there's been some great successes already, and it's made a difference in some people's lives in a huge way. And I think it really can be a transformative symbol, not more than that, but a vehicle for our whole community and our nation. So I just want to say I thank you for that, and I hope we continue to see growth, and I just think we're going in a great direction there. So thank you, sir, and I'm all for us approving this resolution.
Thank you, and I'd just like to add that, as I've said many, many times, this college is a real asset to this Pawnee Nation and to our community. And we're very fortunate to have an institution, higher education institution in our community. And I know that they are in Pawnee Nation College and community and family is in mourning at this time, with the loss of Mr. Lawrence, so I know President Burgess, that weighs heavily on you and your colleagues over there. And I just wanted to let you know that we have you in our and the family as well in our thoughts and prayers at this time. Council, are there any other questions of President Burgess on this resolution? Hearing none. Mr. Secretary, I guess I'm looking for a motion at this time. May I have a motion to approve, please?
I would move that we approve resolution 21-60.
I second.
Thank you, Council. We have a motion by Dr. Evans and a second by Councilwoman Hare. Any discussion on the motion, please? Hearing none. Mr. Secretary, call for the vote, if you would, please, sir.
Jordan Canuho,
Yes.
George Gardapi, yes. Carol Chapman,
Yes.
Cynthia Butler,
Yes.
Donna Hare,
Aho, yes.
Dean Evans,
Yes.
Sammy Kimball.
Yes.
Thank you, Council. Motion carries, and congratulations, President Burgess, and good luck on this important proposal, and best wishes to you and your colleagues here at the college.
Yes, thank you very much. And to all of you, we certainly appreciate your heartfelt support for our family over here, and as well as the family of Pawnee Nation here. I know how devastating it can be. On a personal side, I just lost 3 other relatives on my Yellowfish descendancy. So I know it hits us all hard. So God bless you all. Thank you all. And we're working hard for the Pawnee Nation through this college. Appreciate it all. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, and have a great evening, sir. Excellent. Uda. So,
Michael
folks,
Burgess
is now exiting.
signing off. Okay. All right. So the next item on the agenda is to approve some Pawnee Nation committee appointments. We have 2 in the hopper here. Please correct me, Cynthia and group, but I believe for the Governing Documents Committee, we want to nominate Mr. Terrence Fields as a member to that committee. And then for the COVID committee, we want also to nominate Jennifer Gover Littleson to serve on that committee. Is that correct? Is that correct, folks?
Yes.
And as president, I'm very pleased and very proud to make those nominations or recommendations for this body's approval. And I think we could take the governing documents committee first, and Councilwoman Butler, would you care to say a few words about Mr. Fields for us?
We're excited for him to join our committee. We actually have him doing a little bit of work for us on contract work for us. He's helping us with a couple of documents that need to be put into digital form, Word documents. And then he's also helping us with the law and order code indexing. So he is doing a little bit of work, and he's got a background in government, and the committee wanted to add at least one more person to the committee, and figured Mr. Fields would be the perfect person to do that. So they wanted to bring forward his name to add to the committee. And we're excited to work with him.
Thank you. Cynthia, you know, Terrence is a very outstanding young man, you know, with a very impressive resume of working in Washington, D.C., you know, in the area in a congressional capacity, you know, with the Speaker of the House there. Very impressive, and I think that he brings a lot to our nation, and I fully support the wishes of the committee here to add him give him that opportunity and that additional experience, in serving the nation as a member of our hardworking Government Documents Committee. So, folks, are there any other comments on this recommendation? Hearing none, could I have a motion to approve, please?
I'll make that
I'll make the
motion.
motion to- I'll second.
I got you, Cynthia.
Do we have a second?
I'll second
will
it. This is
second.
Cynthia.
Councilwoman Hare. All right. Excellent, folks. Well, we have a motion. Thank you for the motion and the second. Are there any discussion on this motion, please? Hearing none. Mr. Secretary, call for the vote, please.
Jordan Canuho,
Yes.
George Gardner, yes. Gerald Chapman,
Yes.
Cynthia Butler,
Yes.
Donna Hare,
Yes.
Gene Evans,
Yes.
Tammy Kimball.
Yes.
Thank you, Council. Motion carries unanimously, and I want to congratulate Mr. Terrence Fields for his committee appointment, and I for one, joined the committee and this council, and looking forward to working with you, sir, as we go forward. This is a very interesting time for our nation. We're doing a lot of legislation, and we rely very heavily on the expertise of the Government Governing Documents Committee that works very closely with our Attorney General, and there's a number of, gathering of eagles, a number of attorneys on that committee as well, so it's a really wonderful committee. So,
Thank you.
excellent. Thank you, Councilwoman Butler. Next on the COVID committee, the president is wanting to recommend that we appoint Jennifer Littleson to this committee. And Carol, you chair that committee. Do you have any remarks or words to say about Jennifer?
Yes, the COVID committee selected Jennifer due to Miss Teresa Jones' resignation, and she is an excellent choice. The majority of people were very happy that she was wanting to be on there because of her involvement with our Pawnee Nation and her volunteerism, and would just be a real good asset and addition to the committee. So, I would like to go ahead and make a motion that we add her because the COVID committee did select her.
I'll second that motion. This is Cynthia.
Thank you, Council. We have a motion, Treasurer Chapman and Chair of the COVID Committee, and a second by Councilwoman Butler. As president, I also concur and recommend that we add Jennifer. We all know her. Her father is one of our great past presidents, President Marshall Gover. She is well educated, very intelligent, and tribal member who is experienced in governmental affairs, having worked for a number of tribes, and just an all-around wonderful person. So refresh me, I've lost the thread here. Do we have a motion on the floor and a second? Okay. Any further discussion on the motion, please, folks? All right, hearing none, Mr. Secretary, would you call for the vote, please?
Jordan Canuho,
Yes.
George Gardner, yes. Gerald Chapman,
Yes.
Cynthia Butler,
Yes.
Donna Hare,
Yes.
Gene Evans,
Yes.
Sammy Kimball.
Yes.
Thank you, council. Motion carries unanimously, and congratulations to Jennifer Littleson. And also congratulations to the Pawnee Nation, because their addition to these committees is definitely going to strengthen our government and the work of the nation. So glad we were able to add these wonderful people to our committee system. All right, council. I think this agenda is short and sweet this evening. And now the next item here is to set the next meeting date. Don't we already have a date, folks? Okay, so that base has been covered. With that, the clock on the wall says it's time to adjourn. May I have a motion, please?
Make a motion.
I'll make that.
Are you gonna second, Jordan, or?
I'll do a second.
Okay, I was like, if not, I will.
Thank you, council. We have a motion by Secretary Gardapi and a second by the Vice President. Mr. Secretary, call for the vote, please.
Jordan Canuho,
Yes.
George Gardapi, yes. Carol Chapman,
Yes.
Cynthia Butler,
Yes.
Donna Hare,
Yes.
Gene Evans,
Yes.
Sammy Kimball.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, council. Motion carries
you.
and we are dismissed with my thanks and thanks to the staff here and our Attorney General, Erica Sun Eagle, Muriel Rubidoux, and Jamie Nelson. So, good evening, everyone. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a
Bye,
good evening.
everybody.
Good night.
Stay safe, Pawnee Nation.
Get it.